Welcome to Endgame Club. This is Tuesday of week number 2, and we're bringing you round 7. Computer has been working pretty well. This is WinTD. Actually, let me show you on the screen, but the story is VJ Baker and Neo Ozzy. It is all Baker and Ozzy. VJ Baker with 2 doubles early on then, and right row. Also, case already had 2 buys. Okay, Neo Ozzy and VJ Baker duking it out at +5, and really nobody close to catching up. Jason Motor having a great tournament at par, and Frentz at par. C. Rotor at par. Good stuff. And then MyMass, Sinkoswim, and Farmer at -1. Also up-and-comer, I believe, at +1, but he was I believe he was at +1 and then some connection trouble. Anyway, let's get going. So, thanks for coming and watching the video. And it is Frentz against his old friend Sinkoswim. Match Sinkoswim while 23 and 3 seconds. And let's get the color right. Frentz is black. Okay. Bam. Handshake. And load game, Frentz 337. Okay. So we're bringing you some positions from Sharashevsky. And this is the chapter on the problem of exchanging. What does it mean? So it's 4 pawns against 4 pawns, 2 pawns against 2 pawns, bishop of same color versus bishop, and knight versus knight. You should really push yourself. Do I want to trade anything? Do I want to trade knight for knight? Do I want to trade knight for bishop? What do you want to trade and why and stuff? I believe there's some reasoning here too. If you look at it carefully, so what is different about white and black? Let's look at it from Sinko's point of view. Pawn is on b4, also advanced pawns on a3, e3, h3. Black is a little bit with a6 and e6, but so arguably white's pawns are a little more forward. Also, king is on f1 is going to get centralized faster. Most likely white's king is better, faster, and that's a serious problem. One thing we don't want, so white you may predict has a space advantage. If you read the book anyway, we are taught that white is going to get a space advantage. And one thing you don't want to do is trade bishops right now. Black playing bishop to f6 because bishop takes, knight on f6. Now it would be a knight endgame. And after being a knight endgame, knights are slow. And they're not going to like this space advantage. So anyway, but this is the kind of thinking that you want to try to do and be patient about it. You're not playing a blitz endgame. And so again, you don't want to do the bishop. I can play knight f6 or I can play pawn to f6. Oh, and also I have a little bit of an immediate problem. Bishop is threatening g7, right? So we can also leave things a little vague there, but you know what? My king might be able to move right up the white diagonal, and that is appealing. So every step counts, right? Let's go with f6, and king f7. Okay, let's go king f7. And that's the trade I actually would like to make, maybe. I'm going to keep this stuff on the board, though. And now Okay, there we go. Really worried about the king position. And maybe pawn to b5 might have been a good move right there. Problem with that is it opens up the c5 square, so not great.
Time warning.
Wow. So France, really, I would like to keep this stuff on the board. I really, really would. I'm going to turn it over to Sinko if he wants to trade knights. That is the piece I was wanting to trade anyway. He does not want to trade knights. Interesting. There's a game. Bishop takes knight. Bam! Actually, that's a fatal. He needed to take the f-pawn. Oh, death comes quickly in the jungle. So I was thinking some sort of move here, and nothing fatal. He just move out, but you gotta like this piece. So a strike for France, yay! Sinkoswim France. That's 0-1. That is a par 1/2 with. I think winning chances for white is what it is if you make the wrong trades. So we will put that into the record books, and France, I believe, is finally moving into the positives at least. Yay! I'd like to score about +2 if I could. Anyway. Okay, thanks for watching the video, and just a super fast recap. France played f6, which takes care of the g6 problem, and then it was, I was thinking anyway, centralizing. I kept the stuff on. I think these are pretty good moves by Sinko. Offered a trade of knights, and suddenly, now notice this, there was a chance for an asymmetrical trade. Bishop takes, and assuming this guy was not somewhere but
check.
Even without the fork, now you have an interesting dicey game. So you got a knight on a knight outpost on a light square. On the other hand, a bishop is a great piece. Somebody could win this game. So these are some options to consider. Of course, everything has to always be put up against par. So if you're trading down into a drawn rook endgame, that may or may not be a good thing. It depends on what you think you would get if you don't trade, right? Obviously. All right, thanks for watching the video.